Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, doing a quickie review of the new In Tongues EP from Joji, aka George Miller, aka Pink Guy, aka Filthy Frank, so on and so forth. A lot of you guys may know this dude through his YouTube antics, and of course through Pink Season and other records that he's dropped under another alias that is much more crude and comedic and mimetic. But recently he's been dropping music that has a much more somber and serious tone to it under this Joji name on the 88 Rising label. He dropped a preview single from this thing, Will He, not too long ago, did a video review for it, and walked away from the track feeling mostly indifferent. There were things that I loved about it, there were things that not so much. I liked the lo-fi and very melodic and somber tone of the track, but was kind of let down by the lack of passion or really anything interesting or intriguing coming out of the vocal performances on the track. George seeing fit to switch pretty much just to singing as opposed to rapping, which he's done before under this moniker and under the Pink Guy name, of course. So now we're getting kind of a lo-fi, low-key, super blue style of R&B music. And that style, that aesthetic is pretty uniform throughout this very short EP. You get 4 more tracks, an interlude, and that's pretty much it for the entire thing. You do get some variation here and there on this thing, but it's not always for the best. The song Pills instrumentally is maybe my favorite on the entire EP. The way that the instrumentation kind of subtly flourishes and swells on that track provides some of the greatest instrumental contrast on the entire EP, which I liked a lot. The song Demons features one of the goofiest and most questionable vocal performances on the entire thing that just sounds sort of silly, and taking things down a somewhat comedic and self-deprecating route on the song Bitter Fuck didn't necessarily end up kind of selling this EP to me, though I did kind of like the beat acoustic guitar combo on that track. For the most part, I like the bedroom, very homespun production aesthetic on this thing. I just don't really think it goes anywhere structurally. Like, these tracks really could have benefited from being built out a little bit more in terms of bigger choruses or just different facets on a particular track. To me, a lot of these songs just kind of run in a circle until they're just sort of over. I don't mind the moody tone of the record, but I feel like it kind of stands in the way of the music actually sort of going anywhere. Again, aesthetically, I don't mind what Joji is going for here, but there's not a whole lot to it beyond its moody vibe. And those are pretty much my thoughts on the EP. Now, I know that George is going to have another EP out very soon under the Joji name, like toward the beginning of next year, from what I understand. Could be totally wrong on that, but I'm hoping that it's a change of pace somewhat, but I'm not really banking on that. If I'm going to guess, I would probably assume that we're going to get 5 or 6 more tracks in very much the same vein that we're hearing here. And if that ends up being the case, I'm probably going to walk away from that collection of tracks feeling pretty much the same way that I did here. Again, I'm pretty much feeling pure indifference on this thing. It doesn't really strike me as awful. It doesn't really strike me as great. It just kind of feels like, I don't know, a bit of musical wallpaper to me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Over here next to my head is a review that I did of Pink Guy's Pink Season. You can click on that, hit that up, or you can click on the link to subscribe to this channel, and that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Forever.